We haven't had a joke for a while. It's a little bit of a long joke, but hang in there with me. Tell me the truth. And she thought, well, given we're getting to the end of this now, okay. And she said, well, husband, she said, there were 3 times. And he went, what? There was this couple. They had been married for many years, probably 60 years. And the man was getting very old and he knew that he was going to die. And so he called his wife to his bedside and he said, my darling, he said, we've been married for these 60 years. It has been a wonderful, wonderful marriage. He said, tell me, have you ever been unfaithful to me? Tell me the truth. And she thought, well, given we're getting to the end of this now, okay. And she said, well, husband, she said, there were 3 times. And he went, what? 3 times? She said, yes, yes. She said, well, the first time, you remember all those years ago when we'd bought a house and you had lost your job and we were trying to get this extra money for our mortgage and you couldn't get the money and you went to the bank and saw the bank manager and he wouldn't give us the money. And then suddenly the next day he called up and the loan came through. And the husband said, yes, yes, I remember that. She said, well, I went and saw the bank manager and I took care of him and he gave us the loan. And the husband went, oh, wow. He said, wow. And with a tear in his eye, he said, you saved our house. He said, oh, he said, I forgive you for that.
Nice.
And then the second time, he said, what about the second time? And she said, well, husband, do you remember that time when you were really, really sick and we didn't have a lot of money and the surgeon wanted to charge us so much money to do this operation on you and we didn't have the money? And then do you recall that we got the appointment and you went in and he did the surgery? And the husband said, yes, yes, it saved my life. And she said, well, the night before I went around and visited the surgeon and took care of him and that's why he did the operation. And the husband said, oh my goodness. He said, you saved my life. He said, I forgive you. I forgive you for that. That's just amazing. He said, what about the third time? And she said, well, do you remember when you took up golf and you'd been playing golf for a while and you wanted to be captain of the golf club and you needed 17 more votes?